All right, we'll get started. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Arts Commission meeting for April 18th. Can we have a roll call?
Chair Clevin.
Here.
Vice Chair Hackett-Morgan. Excused, Second Vice Chair Douglas.
Here.
Commissioner Plaster.
Here.
Commissioner Benarczyk.
Here.
Commissioner Roberts. Excused, Commissioner Westfield.
Here.
Commissioner Dodson. Excused, Commissioner DeSantis.
Here.
Commissioner Chirk.
Here.
Commissioner Chi.
Here.
Commissioner Lee.
Here.
Thank you, Chair. You have a quorum.
Thank you. We'll move on to item 2. Are we in compliance with open meeting law?
Yes, we are, Chair.
Great. Now we'll move on to item 3, public comment. Comment during this portion of the agenda must be limited to matters on the agenda for action. If you wish to be heard, please come forward and give your name for the record. The amount of discussion as well as the amount of time any single speaker is allowed may be limited. Do you have any public comment today? Seeing none, we'll move on to item 4 for possible action to approve the final minutes by reference of the regular meeting of March 21st, 2024. We have a motion to approve or any discussion?
Commissioner Westfield, I move to approve.
All right, we have a motion on the table to approve the minutes from last meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Commissioner on the phone?
Any opposed? All right, motion passes. Thank you. We'll move on to item 5. A report by the Arts Commission Chair regarding a monthly summary of current initiatives affecting all wards. All right, the African American Heritage Exhibition, a collection of the inspirational Black experience, curated by Joseph Watson, will be open until April 25th at Las Vegas City Hall Chamber Gallery. Enjoy this annual showcase of the artistic accomplishments and talent of the African American community. Nevada Watercolor Society 2024 Spring Show is on view through May 4th at the Charleston Heights Art Center Gallery. Celebrate artworks created by a number of artists from the Nevada Watercolor Society. Call for Artists Celebrating Life 2024 closes May 8th, 2024. The Department of Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Affairs Public Art and Gallery Program invites artists aged 50 and better to participate in the annual Celebrating Life Juried Fine Art Competition. Celebrating Life 2024 Masters Exhibit is open through May 11th, 2024 at Charleston Heights Art Center Gallery. Join us Thursday, May 16th from 5 to 7 p.m. for artist receptions at City Hall. Southwest Artists, the influence of sculpting using found objects, and Windows on First. I wonder how many people out there are wishing this moment could last forever by Clara Tang. Free and open to the public in the Grand Gallery on the first floor of City Hall and outside along the First Street Art Trail. The artist reception and award ceremony for Celebrating Life 2024 will be held Thursday, May 23rd from 6 to 7:30 p.m. at the Charleston Heights Art Center, 800 South Brush Street. Lunar New Year of the Dragon will be on view through May 24th at the historic Fish Street School Mayor's Gallery, free and open to the public. For more information about these events and more Department of Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Affairs programming, please visit www.artslasvegas.org or call 702-229-ARTS. Okay, Commissioners, are there any items you'd like to promote?
Hello, this is Sapira. I want to share a few grants that are currently open from the Nevada Arts Council. The first one is the Arts Learning Project Grant supporting arts learning activity for pre-K to 12 and lifelong learning. Application deadline is May 1st, 2024 at 5 p.m. The second grant we have open is the Artist Fellowship Grant for a $5,000 award recognizing outstanding individual artists in Nevada. This year it is open for visual artists. Application deadline again is May 1st, 2024 at 5 p.m. PST. We're also bringing back the Folk Life Heritage Fellowship that is open to individual, recognizing our state's outstanding traditional bearers. The grant amount is $5,000. Nomination will open May 1st, and it will close June 30th. More information at nvartscouncil.org.
This is Commissioner Douglas. There's a few events. I had to list this out. Okay, so April 18th, which is tonight, as well as April 25th on Thursdays, we have Representation. It's poetry workshops with artist, writer J.M. Huck, and those are free and open to the public at the Nuwu Art Gallery and Community Center. We have April 19th from 5 to 8 p.m. In Relation, a reception at the Barrick Museum of Fine Art at UNLV's campus. And this show will be up for 9 months, right? Yeah, it's going to be up for a while. Also happening on April 19th is the Las Vegas Paiute Tribes Indian Taco Fundraiser, 10 a.m. till 1 p.m. It's going to be right next to the Nuwu Cannabis space. And this fundraiser is to raise money for the Snow Mountain Powwow, which will be in its 32nd year. Also going on this weekend, April 19th through the 20th, for Friday and Saturday is the Powwow for the Planet. This powwow is held by the UNLV Native American Student Association. It is free and open to the public, so come on out and support these amazing dancers, learn about Native culture and arts, and yeah, just have a good time. It's also happening with the UNLV's, I didn't have it written down, Festival of Communities. April 20th on Saturday from 1 to 2:30 p.m. also at the Marjorie Barrick Museum of Art is Contemporary Ex Votos, a tour with the curator, Dr. Emmanuel Ortega Rodriguez. April 26th, final Friday at Nuwu Art Gallery and Community Center. It's a volunteer appreciation night, so it's going to be free arts, music, and good time for the family and friends. April 26th, also happening consecutively from 6 to 8 p.m. at Omega Mart, is the Luis Varela Rico Artist Talk, and that's going to be fun. I'll also be moderating that discussion, so please come out and enjoy. April 27th is the Summerlin's Paiute Spring Festival. This is going to be happening at on the lawn at downtown Summerlin from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m. So come out and enjoy amazing bird dancers, bird singers, powwow dancers. On May 4th is the closing of the Weaving Our Cultures art exhibition entitled Forward. So come out for the closing reception, which will be happening during gallery hours, but the festivities are 2 to 4 p.m. And this event is happening with the May the 4th Be With You in Digimart. It's going to be a Star Wars theme, Indigenous artists, vendors day, and so that'll be happening throughout the day from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. And lastly is May the 5th on Sunday. May the 5th is a National Day for Missing and Murdered Indigenous Relatives Awareness, and Her 38 Roses, a nonprofit organization, is holding this run and this day of remembrance. So please check out their Instagram, Her 38 Roses, for more information for this prayer run.
I have a couple of announcements. First, we recently completed a recruitment for our Deputy Director over Cultural Affairs, and Jennifer Clevin will be joining our team on April 29th. So Jennifer has spent 13 years with the Neon Museum in various positions. She's had 15 years minimum of building relationships with the local arts community, and her pedigree in fine arts, public art, and museums, and her experience in arts administration will certainly take our division to the next level. So, and Jennifer will likely be staying on the Arts Commission. And then my other announcement is that a key member of our staff, Rebecca Holden, has accepted a promotion to business specialist. So she will be staying in Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Affairs, but she will be moving on to the admin division.
Commissioner Chi, any items?
Nothing for me, thank you.
Okay, hearing none other, we will move on to item 6. Report by Cultural Affairs staff regarding a monthly summary of current initiatives.
This is Mary Sabo for the record. So you've all been issued a copy of the staff report document that contains written updates for all of the for arts funded projects. And then in addition to that, we're just going to present some updates. So here's the upcoming Arts Commission schedule. May 16th, June 20th will be our next regular meetings at 4 p.m. And then a reminder that the Arts Commission will be dark in July. And in August, the Project Development Subcommittee will meet to discuss projects for fiscal year 2025 allocation of funds. And then those projects will then be presented to the full commission for recommendation at the September meeting. And as always, if there's interest in holding subcommittee meetings, please let us know and we'll make that happen.
This is Laura Machado. We have 3 current opportunities available. The Public Art Gallery Program Evaluator Interest Form. It's available on our website. Also, Celebrating Life, the annual juried exhibition for artists 50 and better is open for registration. It closes on May 8th. And also the Civic Center Building Interior Artwork Call closes on May 1st. For more information, please visit artsregistrylos.vegas.
Holly Lay for the record. Artist Eric Fizzola is on the 3rd quadrant of the underpass, and painting is on schedule and will be completed by mid-May. It's looking awesome. Beck and Call has completed installation for the Contemporary Public Art Program. This piece is on view through March 2025 at the Las Vegas Municipal Pool Courtyard.
Rebecca Holden for maintenance and conservation of the city's collection. Our team is regularly out there noticing and documenting incidents of graffiti, vandalism, and other damage. And then they're building reports and updating our system. And so we're able to provide a listing of current maintenance and conservation efforts. And then in addition to that, the members of the public are always encouraged to reach out to our team if they have any questions or concerns about collection care items for the city's public art and gallery program. Right now, we are about 80% of the way through fiscal year 2024, and we've expended about 84% of the year's maintenance allocation, so we're staying right on track with that. And then we're also in the midst of our annual fixed asset inventory, which we're a little over halfway through that, and that's due in May. So our team is small but mighty and currently focused on the inventory items to accomplish those before that deadline. And then they'll be able to pivot and get back to the maintenance and conservation, because really it's very easy for people to vandalize utility cabinets and murals, and it is a much more time-consuming process to get those removed and taken care of properly. So we appreciate your patience and continuing to update us about any of those incidents. It really helps us track and monitor the progress.
Holly Lay for the record. RLA Conservation has completed the repairs of the Southern Nevada Law Enforcement Memorial Sculpture.
This is Mary Sabo. Artist Dre Wilmore has completed the restoration and reapplication of anti-graffiti coating to his original mural at the West Las Vegas Art Center, which was originally created in 2018, and it's looking really great. We are also working on the Quarter of Hope Health and Wellness mural. The evaluation panel has selected an artist to award, and we are currently working on their contract. So we hope to be able to share more information about this project and the selected artist at the next meeting when that contract has been executed. The Doc Romeo Skate Park mural project. We are partnering with local artists Miko Rusin and curation group Paints with Care to beautify the 3 skate park bowls at the Doc Romeo Skate Park. We had an awesome community event this past weekend where community members came out and participated in in one of the bowls that was designated for a community mural. So this is just a picture from the weekend and an overhead shot of the other bowl that's completed. The artists are doing some finishing touches on this project and should be complete by the end of April.
Holly Lay for the record. In partnership with the Communications Department, the Down for Anything themed mural RFP has been issued. The jury selected 3 local artists who will be delivering proposals next week.
Rebecca Holden, we continue to work on the remaining 4 out of the 5 Medical District public art projects. So the Rancho Gateway Public Art Project is currently in the design development phase, and the finalist presentations for those 3 proposals will be held on May 28th, 2024 by WebEx, and I'll share a slide after this with the WebEx details, and we're continuing to include those details in our newsletter, which goes out to over 10,000 subscribers monthly, so we're doing our best to get the word out about this exciting project and the design proposals we're looking forward to. And then directly following that presentation of design proposals, the evaluation panel will convene to make their final selection. So we're moving along with that one. Payhor Drive, the solicitation for the pre-qualified sculptor list closed, and the evaluator has selected 3 finalists from that listing to develop proposals, and that is in progress currently. The Wellness Way and Shadow Lane projects are currently on hold for, we're going to allow for an evaluation of that larger pre-qualified sculptor list before proceeding with working with the individual stakeholder panels to develop the scope of work and figure out the best route forward from there. And then finally, the Harmony in Bloom mural along Wellness Way, that one is done and we get to enjoy it at least through 2028. And then we'll of course continue to work with UNLV if we want to keep it for a little longer. And then on the next slide here, Mary? Oh, thank you, perfect. Oh, I was like, who has it? Okay, for the next slide here, here's the details regarding the WebEx meeting for the Rancho Gateway Public Art Project. So participants can join by clicking on the link, they can call in, there's multiple ways to join, and then here we have an image of the rendering for that future project site. This is if you're on Rancho facing towards the strip, and that arrow is pointing to just a small triangle of right-of-way, which is where the public art project will eventually go. So it's a very early preliminary rendering, and this project's wrapping into the larger public works project, and so subject to those restrictions.
Holly Lay for the record. We, in collaboration with Meow Wolf and Durango YMCA, hosted a community paint day with Iandri Mandroso, Thursday, April 11th. The event was a huge success, and kids had a great time painting and learning about giving back to their community. They were very excited to see their designs and drawings and colors that they used in the design. Other community members joined and expressed their enthusiasm with the mural. And I would also like to thank Commissioner DeSantis for attending the events and the support for the project.
This is Mary Sabo. The Department of Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Affairs Public Art Program is in collaboration with the Office of Ward 1 and Public Works, working on the commission of an original sculpture for the forthcoming dog park at Rancho and Ogie. This project is being funded through Ward 1 Capital Improvement Project funds. A request for qualifications was published in June of 2023. The evaluation panel that consisted of community members that live in the surrounding neighborhoods selected 4 finalists. We received those proposals in November 2023, and the selected artist team is Studio Folia, which consists of artists Michael Stutz and James Din. And this dog park is slated to complete and sculpture installed by November 2025. And I want to apologize for not updating the Arts Commission about this project. I think this is the first time we've presented it here. It's not % for the arts funded, but as you know, we have a lot of stuff going on and things slip through the cracks, but now you know. I also wanted to provide an update on the Westside Education and Training Center mural and sculpture project. So this project was approved last year at the September Arts Commission meeting. And after meeting with the project stakeholders, the location for the sculpture project has been changed from the corner of Jefferson Avenue and D Street to the interior courtyard of the facility as pictured in this slide here. And if you can see, you can try to do the... Oh, there we go. So this corner area here was the initial sculpture location, but now it's going to be placed right here. So I wanted to provide that update. And we're still working on building out the timeline and scope of work for both of those projects.
Holly Lay for the record. Artist Clara Tang has installed her soft sculpture at the windows on First. The reception will be held on Thursday, May 16th, 5 to 7 p.m.
And this concludes our report of current projects and initiatives. Do any commissioners in person or online have any questions regarding any of these projects?
This is Commissioner Douglas. Is there going to be, I guess, an unveiling or an event for the skate park?
Yes, we are planning that right now. Probably going to be the second week of May. I will keep you all informed of when we decide to do that.
It's Commissioner Douglas. I think it came out really well, especially with the feedback and then including the community, and it's really well done. Thank you.
That's Commissioner Clevin. The Beck and Cole piece that's at the municipal pool, where is it at the municipal pool?
Holly Lay for the record. So it's in the back courtyard. There's a mural in the back, and it's on the right side. So to access, you can go through the pool area and go view it in the back. And it's just in the grass, a grassy part.
For that project, how do you guys determine where to place it?
So for that piece, we were looking for a place where it was kind of protected, since it is, it could be used as a hiding place in a way. People could climb into it, and we didn't want to encourage that by it being in an open area. So at least there, it's still public and able to be viewed, but a little more protected.
This is Commissioner Douglas. I had a question about the Eric Vizzola artwork. It's turning out really beautiful. I definitely noticed a difference, though, from the first section to the second to the third. And because there's so much traffic that goes down through the Charleston underpass, the first portion looks a little dusty, or like it's, caught, some smog or what have you. Is an anti-graffiti coat being placed on there, or has there, like when each section is finished, has there been a layer of that on there for protection to be cleaned, or?
Holly Lay for the record. Yes, he is coating it as he completes a section, and I think it's just a lot of dirt. And we're hoping the rain will help wash it off occasionally. If it gets really dirty, we're looking into possibly having a power wash situation that's occasionally happening to make it look brighter again. But I think it's just the dust from the first quadrant that he completed.
Commissioner Chi, any comments on the report?
No comments from me. Thank you.
All right. Hearing no other comments, thank you for the report. Lots of stuff happening. We'll move on to item 7, report on the Education Subcommittee of the Arts Commission, summarizing the subcommittee's meeting from this afternoon. Okay, staff has been really hard at work. So we gathered the Education Subcommittee with a goal to really prioritize upskilling local artists and growing them as individuals so that they can go out and be qualified for larger RFPs and then present and win larger awards. So from that, we've already had two different events, one with Luis Varela Rico on January 9th, and then we had one, and that was an artist talk with Laura Machado, kind of going over his process, developing a work, and how it comes to fruition. And then the second one was in March with Stephanie Montgomery from Nevada Arts Council, reviewing grants for artists. There are 3 more for the remainder of the year. One with Bobby Ann Howell, that'll be May 10th. She'll do a demonstration and interactive workshop. Then one after that will be by Jeannie Hua. It'll be a contracts workshop, really good one for artists so that they know what they're allowed to do and what it says in their contract. That'll be July 19th. And then the final one will be in October by Ross Takahashi and Amy Soul. It'll be a panel discussion about their work, and that'll be at the historic 5th Street School on October 29th. If any of the commissioners want a full listing of this, you can reach out and the staff will send it to you. But there's a lot of work going on. There was great discussion at the subcommittee today. Commissioner DeSantis pointed out the potential for doing a mentor-mentee exhibition, which I think would bring a lot of good marketing to the program and also to the artists. So, and it's also always interesting to see if there's influence from one artist to another and how maybe there is a connection, or if there isn't, but there's maybe a similar medium use. So I think that could be something interesting, and then continue to promote the program. Lots of good work going on in the Education Subcommittee. Thanks. Is there any questions? Commissioner Chi, do you have any questions about the Education Subcommittee?
No, thanks.
Okay, we will move on then to item 8, a report by Cultural Affairs staff regarding the gallery programming calendar for fiscal year 2025.
This is Laura Machado. We're actually going to strike this from the agenda.
Do we have a motion from a commissioner to strike the item?
I'll make the motion. Let's go ahead and, oh, I'm sorry, for the record, Pauline Lee, Ward 2. I make the motion to go ahead and let's put aside the report by the Cultural Affairs staff regarding the gallery programming calendar.
Great, there's a motion to strike item number 8 from the agenda. All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. We'll go on to item 9. Discussion regarding the private percent for the arts funding affecting all ward.
This is Mary Sabo for the record. So at last month's meeting, Commissioner Eric Roberts had mentioned that he would like to discuss at a future meeting the possibility of a private percent for arts funding for our program. Just a discussion to kind of get the ball rolling. So we've compiled some information per that request, and I'm going to share that with you right now. So this is a great overview from the Americans for the Arts Public Art Network that kind of describes what private percent for arts legislation or ordinances are. So these are ordinances that are written to encourage or mandate that private development above a certain monetary threshold participate in percent for art laws. So the requirements of participation may vary from location to location. Some programs mandate the creation of new artworks, some offer incentives in return for participation, and others accept alternative contribution to a general fund in lieu of providing for their own artwork. In Appendix 1 of the recently adopted Public Art Master Plan, a summary is provided of comparable Western and Southwestern cities with percent for art and private development programs. You can find this full list on page 138 and 139 of the Public Art Master Plan. So from this list, San Francisco, Fresno, and Colorado Springs all have some form of private for arts policies or ordinances. And I'm just going to highlight some of those programs. You can see a lot of them don't have a policy at this time. San Francisco, California, they have a 1% for art program that requires all projects involving new building or the addition of square feet in downtown and nearby neighborhoods provide public art equal to at least 1% of the total construction cost. And this program is run through the San Francisco Planning Department. And then in 2012, they amended that to state that they can choose to dedicate that portion of funding to the city's public art trust instead. And they have specific requirements about, what kind of projects can be funded that way. Colorado Springs, through their Urban Renewal Authority, established some requirements for each urban renewal project. So the redeveloper provides and installs artworks that's been reviewed by the Arts Commission. And then in this case, artwork is considered to be forms of original creation, including sculpture, mosaic, ceramic, audio, stained glass, fiber art, woodworking, and metalwork. I thought it was interesting that they had kind of an expanded description of projects that could qualify. And then they require maintenance along with these adopted projects, which is great. In Palo Alto, California, in 2013, they adopted an ordinance to establish a requirement for public art in construction projects over 10,000 square feet. The ordinance provides the option of commissioning artwork or, again, paying that 1% to the public art fund in lieu fee. And developers in this program are encouraged to meet with the public art program staff within 60 days of the initial application to the planning department, which I thought that was nice. A few situations in Oregon. So in Portland, they have a temporary outdoor public installation program, kind of a private-public partnership. And then in Lake Oswego, Oregon, they have in their development code provisions that encourage development for their downtown redevelopment district. So that's kind of an overview of some of the cities and examples that we've seen. Here are some kind of additional resources and information about what a private percent for arts program is, what that can look like. If you check out the Public Art Archive, there's a lot of really awesome examples of projects that have been funded through a private percent for arts program. Just some kind of great examples of what's possible. And then I also wanted to ask if the commission might be interested in hearing from the City of Las Vegas Planning Department at one of our upcoming meetings. Our planning department has been working with a consulting firm to assess the form-based code in the Arts District, and some of those proposed changes may impact the requirements for private art requirements in publicly viewable spaces. So I think that might be kind of a great thing for the commission to hear.
Pauline Lee for the record. I'd also like to hear from not only the city, but also we have so many master plan communities, particularly in my ward too. What is Summerlin doing? What are some of the other master plan, Mountain's Edge, Southern Highlands? And I know that they each have a art component in their development plans, but they don't seem to share very well with the City of Las Vegas. And so I'd like to see if we can have them perhaps give us some insight as to what they're doing.
Mary Sabo, yeah, absolutely. We can look into that and see kind of who runs those programs and what kind of art requirements and the county as well.
I'd appreciate that. Thank you.
Maggie Plaster, I'd really like to keep the discussion going on this because I feel that there are several council members who are very supportive of this at this time. And I know that planning's doing the form-based code work, but I'm worried that it could be, if we wait on that, it could be a few years. So the team that developed our public art master plan actually gave us a proposed ordinance. I think that we might want to speed up the process on our end, because right now, we really don't have anything in place, and what happens is the council members just condition projects as they come to them. And I can't recall one that we have gotten to the point where the art has been installed. And I really like, I don't know if it was San Francisco or a different example, but I like the fact that they don't actually have to install art. They can put it into a fund, and then we can decide how that money would be used.
Commissioner Clevin, so how would that work? So say 1% is established for private development. What are repercussions and who holds them accountable to making sure that that's either part of their plan? Is it permitting or?
Maggie Plaster, I think it would be the planning department's responsibility, but they would want someone on the public art team to approve whatever the design was.
And this is Laura Machado. I actually just had a meeting last week with a developer in the Arts District with planning to discuss proposed artwork as part of their requirement through planning. And I think it's kind of like a test case to see how it goes.
Commissioner Chi, any discussion?
No, thanks.
Great. Exciting stuff. It sounds like there's going to be a lot of new stuff coming up. Thank you. We'll move on to item 10, report by Cultural Affairs staff regarding the Public Art Master Plan as adopted by City Council on April 3rd, 2024.
Thank you, Chair Clevin. This is Rebecca Holden for the record. So on April 3rd, the City Council voted to approve and adopt the new City of Las Vegas Public Art Master Plan. And so your binders now include a new Public Art Master Plan under the Public Art Master Plan tab, so you can be constantly referencing it during every Arts Commission meeting. If you would also like a printed bound copy of the final, please reach out to our team and we'd be happy to have one printed for you as well. So it's really exciting. It's the first Public Art Master Plan that's been officially adopted by the city since 1998. And so we're looking forward to having it guide the program for the next decade of programming. And so if you haven't taken a moment to tune into the City Council meeting recording of that conversation around it, it's really neat to see how engaged the City Council is and how they hope to see the plan and the program progress as well. And so we look forward to having your engagement moving forward with how the program grows. So thank you all again for your support on that. And I have no PowerPoint presentation for it. That's it. Just wanted you to know it's in your binders. Thank you.
Commissioner Clevin, I did watch the recording of that, and I was really excited to see Councilman Creer and his really specific instance of public art that he wanted to see in the city. So I think it's good to have council people that are so engaged that they have a very clear perspective on what they want to see, and I think that gives a lot of good direction to the staff and also the Arts Commission for what we should be soliciting for these types of art projects. Congratulations, Rebecca. This is a really exceptional piece. I think it's great for the commissioners to use as a resource and a reference guide for how we move forward, but I'm sure the whole city is going to really appreciate it, including the council. Thank you. Okay, hearing no other items for number 10, we'll move on to item 11, discussion regarding topics for future agenda items. Comments made during this portion of the agenda by individual members shall refer solely to proposals for future agenda items, and any discussion shall be limited to whether or not such proposed items are within the purview of the commission and or whether such proposed items shall be placed on a future agenda. No discussion regarding the substance of any such proposed topic shall occur and no action shall be taken.
This is Commissioner Douglas. I wanted to add for the next meeting about beautification in the 18B Arts District. And I don't know if that stays here or if it just goes to City Council. But even this year, there's been several break-ins in the area. And as of recent, the DE Thai restaurant was vandalized. Their window was destroyed. And I think they still have a board up over their window. And it wasn't the first time, it was the second time this year that they've been hit, among several other businesses. I believe it was the Tacotarian and another. Yes, Dig It Coffee was vandalized. Is there anything that, the Arts Commission can do to support, when these things happen, to beautify or assist, with these businesses? Then these are small businesses. These are really great people that are just trying to get by, and they're providing an amazing service not only to our citizens, but, tourists too. And, to see, for anybody who's coming to visit Las Vegas and, walking through the Arts District, to see boards up on windows, it's not a good look. But maybe there can be something that's put towards that for funding, to these spaces, so they can get an artist out there to maybe paint that, temporarily or something. So yes, I don't know if that's something that is here with the Arts Commission or with City Council, but yes, maybe if we can add that.
Commissioner Chi, any items for next month?
Yeah, I just wanted to get an update on us getting a tour together of all these projects for those of us who are new.
This is Holly Lay for the record. We're now planning on doing the tour in October after we have solidified our upcoming projects in September, and it'll be cooler weather and give us a little more time to prepare.
Okay, thanks.
Great. Now we'll go on to item 12, citizens' participation. Public comment during this portion of the agenda must be limited to matters within the jurisdiction of the Commission. No subject may be acted upon by the Commission unless that subject is on the agenda and is scheduled for action. If you wish to be heard, please come forward and give your name for the record. The amount of discussion on any single subject, as well as the amount of time any single speaker is allowed, may be limited.
Daniel Maloney for the record. Good afternoon, Arts Commission, Office of Cultural Affairs staff. Again, my name is Daniel Maloney. I'm the co-founder of Graffiti Park Las Vegas and the Graffiti Park Foundation. I'm joined today with my fellow co-founder, Daniel Bolgatz. We just wanted to take a quick blurb to introduce ourselves. We've been attending these meetings the last few months and just wanted to tell a little bit about what Graffiti Park Las Vegas is all about. We are a local art collective of hundreds of different local artists, and we've been in operation over the last 4 years and have proudly painted over 300,000 square feet of mural space throughout the valley, working with the likes of Clark County School District, YMCA, the Boys and Girls Club of Southern Nevada, as well as the City of North Las Vegas. We also have the Graffiti Park Foundation, which offers programming and is dedicated to promoting, progressing, and protecting local artists. And we do workshops and collaborative community art projects where we can get some up-and-coming artists working with some more informed artists and kind of get their skills up to speed. And we'll be reaching out to the Office of Cultural Affairs to have some conversations, and we look forward to hopefully some future partnership or collaboration opportunities with the City of Las Vegas. So thank you for your time.
All right, thank you so much. Seeing no other citizens' participation, we'll adjourn this meeting. Thank you.
Thanks.